Okay, that's all the explanation of the run game you're going to get on this DVD. I just wanted you to understand the offense. Again, we have 2 other DVDs that goes into much more detail on that. So let's fly through this. You bought this DVD because it said pistol. I'm going to be honest with you. Philosophically, I do not think 3rd and 4th graders and 5th and 6th graders should be running pistol. I have not seen any advantage. I go over the country. I don't understand why at the 6th grade or lower level you run pistol. The advantage is that you can throw the ball, but those young kids can't throw the ball very well. The other advantage is that you can run option, and those young kids aren't going to run option. I think it's a very devastating wrinkle for the seniors. Now, I did see a U team in Montana at the Pee Wee level, because the Pee Wee level, they don't let you have a nose guard. They say the center can't get hit. So they actually turned their center. I'm going to have the camera zoom down on my feet. So if you were the middle linebacker, and instead of snapping it like this between my legs, they had the kid turn sideways and snap it like this. And they could do that because their rules was that the nose guard couldn't hit the center. It's totally legal to just do that. Now I can see the advantage of going pistol, because now your quarterback's farther away from the line and it's not going to maybe get caught by penetrating lineman reaching and grabbing his jersey. He's got 3 yards back and more room to navigate. So maybe then under those circumstances I can see pistols at the younger level, okay? Some of the things like I talked about, the reads, the option fakes, easier pass. There's just something psychologically the defense thinks you're going to pass the ball, so they're not as quick to load the box. And your tailback really gets downhill. If you ever did get to watch Colin Kaepernick at Nevada Reno, of course now he's with the 49ers, you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, the center snap. We chose to have a knuckleball snap. And the reason is by going knuckleball snap, we're trying to get the laces to hit the quarterback's fingers. It's really hard to do. Even at our level, I might get 3 out of 10. But you know what? 3 out of 10 is better than spinning it every time and him having to find the laces all 10 snaps. So I'm going to have him zoom down again. I'll show you the mechanics of this pistol snap. So we snap on the cone like this, and the laces are here. If it's a right-handed quarterback, the laces will be the other way, left-handed quarterback. And the key is a totally stiff snap. Don't let your elbow get flexed. Don't let your wrist flex. And basically just go straight through stiff and let go below the kneecap. If you get a high snap, it's because he's hanging on the ball too long, or because he snapped his elbow or snapped his wrist. That's it. Because the quarterback's only 3 yards from the center, you're not going to have problems with snap. That's what scared me, by far, scared me the most when I went from direct snap to pistol 3 years ago. I was so worried about the snap, and now I laugh because it was like the easiest part of the change. I get a lot of questions about the pistol snap. The biggest mistake we've had is the kid flexing his elbow like that and snapping his wrist. Any variation, it's going to go over quarterback's head. Quarterback's only at 3 yards. Everything's stiff. Just go and no flexion of any joint. We like the point and laces, and we're trying to snap a knuckleball snap so those laces end up right in the quarterback's hands. I'm going to snap it to Phil, and we're going to zoom in on Phil's hand. That's where we want the laces. We want the laces right there so he doesn't find the laces on the passing game. Very hard to master. So we want a knuckleball snap. Here we go. Let's try a couple. Perfect. That's 2.
Go.
Perfect. 3.
Go.
Perfect.
Go.
Perfect. Okay, a couple of important points after you get taken the snap. If you're going to go to pistol, there's no drill in practice where your quarterback's on the ball. It could be you on a knee, an injured player on a knee, a little brother, a water girl, a mom, anybody. Somebody on their knee. Let me show you how it would look in practice. Basically, you would be on a knee. If I was snapping you the ball, you're the quarterback. I would just go like this, snap you the ball, just like this. Somebody's on their knee, snapping him the ball every time. And of course, if you can steal if you can steal the center away from your offensive line drills, have your center always snapping. You know what? At the youth level, I don't know how important it is that the center does all the drills anyways. If you have your two centers, one snapping and one with a bag, so I snap and block, and then they switch, and he snaps and blocks, I'm getting my blocking, I'm learning my shoulder, I'm learning how to drive a bag, and I'm snapping on every play. If you'll do that every time, obviously you're going to really reduce your risk of bad snaps in the game, okay? You've taught the kids the language, you understand the playbook. Remember, everything I'm putting up there, I've got a book, a playbook for sale at the website listed here. At the time of this video being made, I'm not sure if Championship Projections is going to sell it, but I'm pretty sure they will, so you might be able to get it from them also. But definitely, if you contact any of the websites that's attached with this video, we can get you all this in printed form. I mean, we're selling it. It's very detailed. It's probably about 150 pages. It probably easily took me 2, 3, 4 weeks to write and put it all together, but we'll get that to you. I've got some smaller things I'll email you for free if you email me at the contact stuff, my email stuff, and my cell phone that's listed on this video. I've got some, 1 or 2 page handouts I'll be happy to send you for free. Just get a hold of me. All right, let's talk about installation. This is practice. All right, so I'm assuming that you've got 15 days of practice. You've got 3 weeks before your carnival or your jamboree. And at every youth level I know of, the first week is no pads. Maybe you're allowed to wear helmets. So I just titled the practices. You can go back and put your dates. And this is what I do. And we'll zoom in on this so you guys can really see it. So we put our formations in, 1 formation a day. We just worry about the 2 motions. That's all we got to worry about. And basically, belly is pretty involved. We want to get it right. So we spend 2 days on belly. Plus, it's the first 2 practices. So there's so much chaos in the first 2 practices with physicals and parents and distractions. Your first practice, it's not uncommon to fall way behind. And so the next practice, you have to do some catching up. Plus, kids coming out late and all those problems, right? Maybe the first day you're getting helmets fitted. And then we put in 1 pass play a day. Now, wheel pass is something that really only the juniors and seniors should run. So if you're a Pee-wee coach, you've got 2 days to get belly pass left good. Slant, I think all 3 levels should run slant and fade. Swing pass is something that juniors and seniors should run. So if you're a Pee-wee coach, you only have to put in 3 pass plays that week. Now I've switched it over. If you're a senior coach, you're just going to run those same plays with the numbers. So I've got the numbers here. I don't use numbers on passes because it'll confuse the linemen. I don't want the linemen hearing the numbers. They know pass left, step left, fart left. But everything else, all running plays have a number. All running plays have a number. All pass plays do not. So that's what I would put in during their first week of practice. Okay, let's go right along. Week 2, I'm assuming now you have pads on. I don't know if you have contact, but it really doesn't matter for installation. You really don't have any motions to put in, so ram. You only got a few more formations left. If it's got an asterisk, that's for juniors. So an asterisk is for the juniors, okay? 2 asterisks is a senior only play, which here, these can all be run with juniors and seniors. And if it's got an asterisk, I don't think you should run at the Pee-wee level. So that's what I would be doing week 2. Now, obviously, and you'll see in my practice schedule, you're still reviewing week 1. I always spend the first 10 minutes of every practice reviewing whatever we learned the previous week or the previous day. So they come out on Monday night of my second week. My first 10 minutes, I would be reviewing all of these belly plays. Day 2, or Tuesday night, it's my second week of practice. Tuesday night, that 10 minutes, I'd still review all those bellies and the down. Now, you're going to run out of time because there's a lot of plays. So maybe on this day, maybe you reviewed the belly and belly keep, and then on Tuesday, review the counter and the sweep, okay? And I keep doing that. Now, it starts piling up. So on Thursday of week 2, that 10-minute review period, I still have to review bellies and the downs, and you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. All right? Week 3, now you're in full contact. It's probably your last full week. Last time they let you go Monday through Friday, and that's what we do. A FAR call is really for the senior level. Ellie, I think everybody can run that. Wraparound is a great football play for the senior level. Tight end screen. Sprint pass left. I don't think peewees and juniors should sprint left unless you have a left-handed quarterback. Then flip it. But I assumed everybody was right-handed. So with a right-handed quarterback, don't have them sprinting left at that level. Here's the numbers for the seniors. So that's how I would install it there.